By 1101, the Crusaders had suffered heavy losses, but they were not ready to give up. After the capture of Antioch and Jerusalem, a second wave of Crusader reinforcements set out to reclaim lost ground in Anatolia. But this time, the Seljuk Turks were ready. Here, the ancestors of France, Italy and Germany clashed with the Seljuks, the ancestors of modern Turkey, in a brutal campaign that would end in disaster for the Crusaders. The year is 1101. The Crusaders march into Anatolia, unaware that they are walking into a trap. After the First Crusade, the Crusaders had left a trail of destruction through Anatolia. The Seljuks, having suffered humiliating defeats, learned from their mistakes. They would not face the Crusaders head on this time. Instead, they would use the land itself as their weapon. A new wave of Crusader armies coming from France, Italy and Germany set out to reinforce the Christian forces in the Levant. But the Seljuks, led by Kilij Arslan I, had a different plan. Instead of defending cities, they vanished into the mountains and forests, waiting for the Crusaders to overextend. As the Crusaders advanced toward Mersavan, they faced a new kind of warfare, one they were not prepared for. Seljuk horse archers launched hit and run attacks, striking from a distance before disappearing into the terrain. The heavily armored Crusaders could not catch them. Every day, the Crusaders suffered constant ambushes, dwindling supplies, and exhaustion. By the time they reached Mersavan, their army was weakened, starving, and low on morale. Then, the Seljuks launched their final attack. Thousands of Seljuk cavalry surrounded the Crusader camp, firing volleys of arrows before charging in. The exhausted Crusaders tried to hold their ground, but their formations collapsed under the relentless assault. Many fled into the hills, only to be hunted down and massacred. The battle was over. The Seljuks had completely annihilated the Crusader army. But this wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. The Seljuks had proven that they could defeat the Crusaders. The failure of the Crusade of 1101 weakened Christian control in Anatolia and discouraged future large-scale Crusader movements into the region. But could the Crusaders have survived? Some historians suggest that if the Crusaders had adapted their tactics and avoided splitting their forces, they might have been able to reach the Holy Land. If they had moved cautiously instead of rushing forward, could they have avoided the Seljuk ambush? Or was their defeat inevitable? Like and subscribe for more historical breakdowns.